Look at that bass. That is a beautiful bass. That's a good fish. There, look at that fish right there.
Yep.
Hey, welcome to Hooked on Utah. You know, today I am down in one of my most favorite places with one of my most favorite people, Sandhollow, Greg Giacomazza. We got a group of us out here and we're gonna show you how to catch fall bass. The water's cooled off, temperatures are a little cooler.
Yep.
We're going after the fall bite, so sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's adventure.
Oh yeah, thank God.
Fish on, baby,
Fish on,
yeah!
man.
Greg,
Nice bite on the Ned rig. Oh, it's a little guy.
hey, we'll take it. First fish. So we're fall fishing right now. The sun's just coming up and these fish are sitting down at the bottom. Water temperatures have cooled. The bite is light and we're gonna show you our first fish.
Little minnow.
Little teeny guy.
Boy, he ate that thing.
Yeah, he took it down.
Yeah.
So showing this little Ned rig, it's kind of cool. There goes our little baby guy.
Last year's spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Ned rig. You can look it up on YouTube. It's a little mushroom head, short hook, and a little cigar-like bait, various colors. And you know what I've been finding out here is the jig is still the hottest bait, the crawdad imitation. And then I have this rigged up because with the clients, it's been good for 2, 3, 4, 5 fish every day. Getting.
No, weeds.
Okay. And it's fun to fish. You fish it just like a jig. Just move it real slow on the bottom, pause it. They usually hit it on the pause. And the clients have been enjoying it. So
Yeah, and it's pretty cool because it's all we've got right here is, you take a look, it's just a baby Senko. And he's just cut it down. That's a simple rig right there. Cool, let's get another one.
amen.
Nice and light though, huh?
Oh God, very.
That's what we're talking about. Rich with a fish on, number 2, right there. Nice fish, Rich. What do you think, pretty good? Oh yes, fall fishing right there. So we made a quick move. We pull up and Rich makes his first cast, puts about 1.5 pound, 2 pounder in the boat. Very nice. That is awesome right there.
Good job, buddy.
All right.
Okay, now move off our spot.
You want a green jig?
Can you back up a little?
Yeah, I am going to. I've got it right here.
Oh, there we go, fish on. There we go.
Good job, man.
Hey. So I gotta tell you, oh, it feels like a good fish. Greg and I were just kind of laughing about my technique. We're fishing in 42 feet of water. I went to a heavy wire 4-aught Gamakatsu hook, threw on a Senko, and I'm about to put a 4-pound pig in the boat. Maybe 3, maybe 2. Hey, take a look at this. Boom, look at that. Oh, and he just barely skinned.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Take a look at that fish. Look at the colors. This is why you love coming down here fishing with Greg. You're gonna catch quality bass. You know what? He's always using the best equipment, the best techniques, and he knows the lake. So 42 feet of water. Now let me just show you before he puts that bass away. Most people will not attempt this technique. Greg was kind of giggling at me. There's our Senko. There it is. Your standard 5-inch Senko on a heavy wire Gamakatsu hook, and it produced a fish. I let it go clear to the bottom, then I was just kind of sluggoing it along and letting it sink, and this bad boy picked it up and took it. Let's put that fish back.
Beautiful.
Look at how gorgeous. Down, boom, gone. Absolutely cool. Crystal clear water. Nice work, Greg. Hooked on Utah is proudly presented by Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter. Mountain America Credit Union, supporting your home, your business, your life. Tony Basso Chevrolet, Black Clover, live your outdoor life lucky. Big O Tires, the team you trust on and off our western roads. Lifetime, bringing families together. Gary Yamamoto Baits, salty goodness. When you hear the crash, think Jones Paint and Glass. Spice up your backyard with a spa from Take a Break Spa and Billiards. All right, so I want to introduce you to one of our new sponsors we're really excited about, Vexen Rods, Tackle Industries out of the Midwest. They've got an incredible series of bass rods, walleye rods, crappie, trout rods, and ice rods. You can get them at Sportsman's Warehouse, but I got to tell you, wow. That's my first fish on this this rod right here, and this is their standard bass rod. So it's awesomely priced, made of the finest carbon and graphite. I mean, this is just a sweet, sweet rod. Vexen. Go into Sportsman's Warehouse, ask for the Vexen line, and take a look at it. Ice rods, their walleye rods, and a whole bunch more throughout the year. But that was my first fish on my new Vexen rod. Booyah! Greg has got a fish on right now, and he is kind of the master of a unique technique. He swims a spinnerbait, slow rows it along the bottom, and ends up jacking some really nice fish. So we're trying to get you a little closer so you can get a good look at this fish right now. But this is a technique that most people don't use when they fish for bass. He's right down along the bottom, 40 feet of water, slow rolling a spinnerbait. Swing him in. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Nice. There we go. That's a good looking fish right there. Fall fish, deep water. That's the technique right there. Greg, what were you? Oh, and Rich is on. Look at that. We found the spot. We need to go bump them off their spot and take it from them. Feel like a good fish, Rich? Yep. Very nice. I'm gonna move up here and give you a nice good look at Rich's fish. He's got another great one on. Now you might recognize Rich. Oh, came off at the boat. That's good enough though. A couple years ago, down here in the spring, Rich showed all of you and showed us about an 8-pound fish he'd caught, which was a monster. Very nice. So we're fishing deep. We're in 42 to 45 feet of water, and you've got to be in contact with that mat bottom. It's so important. That is key. A lot of people will move up into really shallow water this time of year, and they'll catch a few fish, but they're not going to catch quality fish. On this lake, you got to be deep. And as winter progresses, those fish are going to be right down along the bottom. The bite is really soft right now, so down deep, right along the mat, and you're going to catch fish. There we go, fish on. Nice fish.
Yes, it is.
Nice fish.
Yes, it is, man.
There we go. All right, the deep water Senko strikes again. The cool part about this is we were talking about how we'd gotten a little hungry, so Wyatt was back there munching on something with the camera. Usually when we do that, it's guaranteed a fish. Dude, he feels good, man. This is, he's not coming up as easy. Oh yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There he is, he looks good. Boy, take a look at this fish in the water right here. Look at that bass. That is a beautiful bass. That's a good fish. There, look at that fish right there.
Yep. Come here, boo-boo. Oh,
Bam.
that is nice.
Take a look at that fish. I'm gonna kick this around.
Yeah.
I want you to see the colors on that bass.
Man.
Boom, look at that.
Gorgeous.
That's a good fish. So we're finding fish deep. That's the fall pattern. And what do you think, Greg? What do you think he weighs?
He's probably pushing 3 1/4.
3 1/4.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What a great fish. Dude, on the Vexen rod, love it. Get yours at Sportsman's Warehouse. Come down here and fish with Greg. His Way Guide Service. I'm telling you what, he can make a wonderful day for you and your family. Get you out catching fish. You know we love to fish with Greg, and everybody that does book a day or two comes back because the fishing is so good. Nice, that's a great fish.
Sweet, good job, man.
All right.
Very good.
Bam, look at that, down he goes.
Shoulders,
Yeah, that was a thick fish. When I set the hook, I could tell he didn't just give up and come straight up. Bam, I love that. So let me just show you again. A lot of people won't fish this technique as deep as I'm fishing it, but let me just show you how I'm rigging this. This is your standard Yamamoto 5-inch Senko. Pumpkin green, it's got red and purple flake in it. So all I'm doing is taking and I'm inserting my hook to the shank like that. Then I'm coming out, I bring it down. This one's a little bit torn, but if you notice, that's the normal laying point for straight, right there. So I just kind of pinch that with my thumb, I bend it, come through, and now, little skin hook, that lays perfectly straight. That's a heavy wire, so it's helping me get deep. And then I'm just letting it kind of move along the grass and settle, move along the grass and settle. And they're loving it. Right back at it. All the gear used on this week's adventure can be found at your local Sportsman's Warehouse or online at sportsmanswarehouse.com. All right, I want to take you through the gear that Greg and I used today. And you know what I love about fishing with Greg is all the gear he's accumulated over the last few years from Sportsman's Warehouse is unprecedented. You know, by far and away, the most success we had today came in using the jigs. And you know, from a 3/16 ounce down to the 1/4 ounce. And you know, Greg has a real technique in choosing the right trailer, from little creature baits to these little smallie beavers in the various colors that match the crawdads here in the lake. But you can see his color selection is really that natural look, the browns and greens, really, really successful. We also swam a few swim baits and some curly tail grubs and had some success there as well. I know a lot of people are probably going to be a little surprised that we ended up catching a couple of Senko fish deep, 40 to 45 feet of water. And what made it possible is using a heavy wire 3 to 4/0 Gamakatsu or owner style hook. And there's some with these small weights on them, but I just went the weightless. It's just enough to get it down there. It's probably about 2 feet per second in the fall rate, and it worked really, really well. You know, we also use a little bit of smelly jelly always on this, especially when your fish are slow and a little more lethargic, like they're going to be late fall, early winter. Just helps them hang on to it, gives them a little flavor to savor, and they want to just hang on a little longer to give you a chance to set the hook. For me today, I was really excited about my new Vexen rods that you can get at Sportsman's Warehouse. Spinning rod, 6'6". Bait casting, I went 7'4". 6-pound test fluoro and 10 to 12 pound test. This is P-line fluoro. Great selections. You know, I used a quantum burner and then you know, a Fluger 11 bearing spinning reel. Great combinations. You know, it allows you to make long, accurate casts, get out deep. We had a lot of success. You know, if you duplicate what Greg has here, you come down and fish, you're going to have some success. But I'm going to tell you, you get a hold of Greg, His Way Guide Fishing Service, you're going to absolutely have the time of your life. HisWayGuides.com. That'll give you all Greg's information, and I'll post it as well. You'll have the time of your life. You'll catch a ton of bass. All the gear that we used here today can be found at your local Sportsman's Warehouse. Get in, get geared up, and get outside.
Look at Gregor, man.
Greg is on again, man.
Look at Gregor. Good job, buddy.
Very nice. What do you think, Greg? How's he feeling?
About the same. Nothing big. Nope.
Hey, but we're catching fish. We're not at work.
That's right.
Nice. Look at this. Good looking fish coming up. Greg's doing that technique, kind of the underspin along the tops of the grass, and the matted bed seems to work.
Nice fish.
Yeah, that's a great looking fish. There we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Very nice. We'll take that all day long.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Very cool. Great technique, man, right along the grass. Part of that is you have to be willing. We're in 42 feet of water. You got to be willing to go down deep, and you have to be patient. Let it, whatever the bait, jig, underspin, Senko, whatever you're using, swim bait, keep it ticking that grass down there. If you're ticking the grass, you're going to catch a lot more fish than if you let it come up above. Those fish right now, just a little lethargic, so they're kind of sitting on that matted grass bed down there waiting for it to come by. Boom, they take it. If you're up above it, you're not going to catch nearly as many fish. They're nice, Greg. Hey, 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 he's coming up, he's coming up. Ooh, really pretty fish. Look at that. That's awesome, Greg.
Look at that thing fight, man. Good Lord.
Beautiful clear water. That's awesome. There's a nice fish. Look at that jig right in the beak. How about that? You know, look at that. That's about a pound, pound and a half, but look at the belly, the colors. That's a gorgeous fish.
Very.
We'll take that all day long right there. So this is one of the reasons that I always say, hey, come fish with Greg, His Way Guide Service. You know, we're getting ready to kind of pull off the lake, and he's got a couple little honey holes, pull up, bang fish, bang fish. It's that's a beautiful part about a guy that fishes probably close to 200 days a year on this lake. He knows it. He can put you on fish. You, your kids, your grandkids will have a heck of a good time. That's a nice fish.
Pretty.
Yeah,
Thank you, sweetheart.
very nice. Right in there where you said he would be.
Let's see if there's a bigger one.
Nice. Greg is on, man. Beautiful. Let me get over you. Oh, nice fish,
This is
Greg.
shallow fish.
Ooh.
Look at there's one, two swimming with him. See him right there?
Yep. I'm gonna see if I can get him.
Okay.
Very nice. Let's just,
Two came up with him.
I think there was 3 with him.
Yeah, there may have been.
Sometimes this little technique will work.
He's
Where-
a little chunker.
Yeah, that's a good looking fish. Wouldn't that be great if we could double up right here?
That'd be so sweet.
Stop our drift.
Oh
Nope.
my God. He's been eating lead. He's heavy. Beautiful fish. These fish are so healthy, still so abundant. This lake is amazing. Amazing that it's been able to produce this long.
That's a great fish.
Yeah, look at the belly on this thing, man.
That is awesome.
Oh, sweetheart, you are wonderful. No matter their size, they're always exciting. Bass.
That was cool because several came up right after him, right behind
Yeah.
him, and
Yeah. I haven't seen that for a while.
yeah, little wolf pack. It's kind of
Yeah.
got that. If I'd had a tube or something a little quicker, I could have probably been right in there on him.
Yeah.
In fact, I might switch up to my swim and grub here just a second.
Cool. I started to reel it in and he hit it.
You got him?
Yeah.
Hey,
I was reeling it in to make another cast.
nice. Dude, that's a great bass. Don't you love how clear the water is here? I mean, you just get to see these beautiful bass, and we're jigging them up out of the deep. Fall fishing right here with Greg Giacomazza, His Way Guide Service. I probably should switch back to my jig. I just don't want to. I'm stubborn. Look at that good-looking fish,
Gary,
though.
you know what? Let me just tell you, there's a rock right there. He was right on the rim. They're tucked real tight to the structure, it looks like.
What a good-looking fish, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful fish. Look at the colors on that. God, look how thick and girthy.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're wonderful.
Boom. I really better switch to the jig before Greg puts a beat down on me.
This one feels real good.
Nice. Look at that, dude. There's another jig fish while I'm tying on the jig. That is awesome, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring him in while I cast over here and try to catch a fish.
Oh, just threw my trailer. These fish are wonderful. All day long, man.
Look at that. So nice, man.
Yep.
Great looking fish down here, fall fishing, jigging it.
I'll tell you what's so nice too, is you don't need a ton of experience to catch these fish, because these fish are very cooperative. They're so aggressive. They're feeding